Day 230. It looks lighter than it is on the video. I wasn't happy with my video delivery yesterday, but I guess I've not been happy with a lot of them, but you just put them out there and publish them. Because for the first time yesterday, I'd actually had an idea. From this Tim Stoddart email, I had a plan, and it lit me up, like his email, about having this ultimate outcome statement and jogging. Ultimate outcome statement. It just really rung true with me, and it's you know, we're trying to create 100 startups with the aim of, we have some personal aims, but some aims for you, for the world, to teach people how easy it is to set up online businesses, to teach you about all of the different options that are available to set up online businesses, to show you how you can combine it with your passions and interests and life path, and yeah, just go for it. The only way to get ahead, in my opinion, in this day and age, if you're not happy now and your health's suffering, you're not happy with your job, whatever you're not happy with, the only way to get ahead is to start online businesses, your own businesses, online businesses, which can inversely, exponentially increase. It's like inverse proportion. So you can keep working, like the newsletter model. I'll keep doing the newsletter every week. It's the same amount of work roughly, but the more I keep doing it, the more people subscribe, the more benefits I get, the more subscribers, the more income I get, and that keeps increasing. So it's my effort, I guess, I think it's inversely proportional. Going back to GCSE maths here. But I guess if the income was directly proportional to my efforts, then if I wanted more income, I would have to keep putting in more effort. So this is inversely proportional. So I keep working, but the money keeps increasing. And that's really the only way to get ahead, in my opinion, in this life. If you're in a position now where you're not quite earning enough, you're not happy in your job, you're not quite getting enough money, or all the money coming in is going out, like you're a bit stuck, you're pedaling without a paddle, paddling without a pedal, whatever the phrase is, there's probably a few. Yeah, I had another idea for the video today. It's day 230. We're trying to set up 100 startups in a year. I think I was just thinking as well, because I've not actually properly defined it yet, going on this, it's all about the what, when, how, and why. That's what it's about. And I was hoping to carve out some time this afternoon to really write that down, but it didn't happen because I have a child and life is wild, even though we have. Anyway, help around us. It's tricky just to get, because you want to spend time with them as well, and you do. That's all I want to do. So that balance of what we want to do. So I'm not really going to do any work until I've really defined this, and it's about those four parts. But what I've realised is it's also about merging those four parts: the what, when, how, and why, with the 5 life master departments: health, work, people, finances, and evolution. Because this email, one of the best things from it was the why. And I agree with him. Because he said the why is the most important element. Because without the why, there's no emotion attached to these things. So he had some goals about earning some income in the what, and then the how, and then he, in the why, was like, yeah, because this will do this for my life and afford me to do this, to move to the next level and everything. So emotion attaches to it. And that's really communicating to the subconscious mind. We don't act on pure logic, on the conscious mind. We can try, but it's really hard. It's like, oh yeah, I'm going to do this today. And you might do it for a day. I've talked about this with doing the doing the broth in the morning instead of the tea. And you can do that for a day or two and then soon after the subconscious mind will take over. But attaching emotion to the outcome, the ultimate outcome of what you want in life. Like, I want to set up 100 startups in a year with non-conformity company. That's what I want to do, and I want to do it by the end of May. Maybe I can extend that, because I only really came up with that idea at the end of like last year, 2024. So I mean, I was working on this before, and I guess there was a build up with the videos, but I think I'm within my rights to set the date fully from when the idea fully formed in my mind, which was to the end of last year. But anyway, that doesn't matter, but that's the what, and we want to do that. Yeah, 100 startups in a year. That's what we want to do with the business blueprints and the education, and giving away as much of the education as free, and examples and inspiration for everybody else to look upon that and get inspired, get some ideas, get educated. They're like, oh, I can set up my own shop. I could sell my own designs. I could get my art and the mind things that I've been thinking out there. I could coach people. I could help people. I could set up a community. I could start pushing the world along in my own way, whilst also helping myself. Why do I want to do that? Well, I want to provide my family with freedom. I want to tickle my life purpose. I want to help other people and learn and evolve and feel good about helping humanity and the universe and the world along. Once you start attaching emotion to these things, it means that you will then start acting automatically. You don't wake up and have to force yourself to work on these things. You start working on them because you've already attached the outcome of the end goal to it. The reason why you're doing it. I want to provide for my family. I want to be a provider. I want to be a great dad. I want to be a great partner. I want to be a great everything. Friend, community member, and then have resources at my disposal to do some free community projects, to teach some children this thing, to get some males or females together to do that thing. Like, then you're more in control. You can then do things to push things along if you have more resources at your disposal. So we're here to do things. But what are those things? You have to feel good about wanting to do those things. So if you can picture yourself in the future doing things and feeling good, and they feel good to you, then you make your ultimate outcome statement. You make your life master purpose statement, or whatever we're going to call it in our system. And then that's it then. I love that email. We're paralyzed by choice, he said. We're paralyzed by choice. And we are, because there are so many choices now. There's so much going on, there's so much information. Social media, you can go and scroll for 5 minutes and see a number of things which just then confuse the mind. So if your idea is only just a little idea, like a leaf blowing in the wind, it needs to be really defined. It needs to be honed into a big oak tree, defined. And then every day that you wake up, you're going for that, because you've got emotion attached to it and you know exactly what it is. It's not some little wispy idea. Get serious. Cut out all the nonsense. And I think actually getting serious with your idea and your future, and having that point on the horizon, which we've talked about, like that tree over there, you know, whatever it is, whatever game you play, if it's tennis, golf, whatever it is, it's golf, you know, that hole. If you're playing golf, the best golf book ever written is golf game is not of perfect. Golf is not a game of perfect. My uncle taught me that. He's dead now, but he loved golf. John Todd, rest in peace. He took me down the golf course a lot. I'm terrible at golf, but that book teaches you. If you are shooting for the tee, you're not thinking about the trees on the right. You're not thinking about the trees on the left. You're not thinking about the sand bunker on the left or the right. You're not thinking about that water. All you're thinking about is the green and that tee on the green. So any of the life distractions that you may have problems with now, picture those as the forest, the trees, the sand, the water, and then define your T, your pin. Define that hole. The hole in the golf game of life is your life vision, your ultimate outcome statement. What do you want? And if you want that, what do you want that to be? That business, those couple of businesses, what will that then give you? That income? How can you then serve your family, your friends, the people around you? How will that service your health? Everything else, any of the problems that you might have had or may have had in the past or may come up in the future should not get in the way, and they should just melt away. They really should. They really should. So yeah, get serious, because you ain't got long.